Welcome back to Don't Call Me Solomon Grandi. In last episode, we examined the power of courage, a transformative force that drives us to live authentically and break free from fear. Today, we are venturing further into the essence of existence itself, the concept of life. What does it mean? How should we live it? And ultimately, how can we make it meaningful? Let us begin by acknowledging ourselves with a fundamental truth. Life is as subjective as it is universal. It is a concept that defies a single definition. Some see life as a journey towards specific goals. Others view it as a fleeting series of experiences meant to be savored moment by moment. Then arose the question, what is the right way to live? Is it a linear, predictable path just like the one of Solomon Grandi, born on Monday and buried on Sunday? Or is it a life infused with adventure, risk, and self-discovery? As Chinua Achebe wisely put it, the world is like a mask dancing. If you are to see it well, you do not stand in one place. It reminds us that life complexity demands perspective and adaptability. To fully understand and appreciate life, we must be willing to shift our viewpoint and embrace change. The reality is, life is not a one-size-fits-all blueprint. It is an intricate web of decisions, each of which defies our personal narrative. However, this freedom can be paralyzing in some sense, leaving us uncertain about which path to follow. The life of Solomon Grandi symbolizes a monotonous existence dictated by societal expectation. To go to school, to get a job, marry, raise children, retire, die. It is a cycle that offers security but often lacks fulfillment, yet deviating from this path presents its own set of challenges. Imagine trying to live life adventurously in a world that is designed for conformity. It is like playing soccer on a team that requires a red jersey while you insist on wearing blue. The result? You stand out, but you might also struggle to belong. As Wallon Soyinka said, the greatest threat to freedom is the absence of criticism. Breaking free from the societal monotony requires us to question norms and credit the structure that defines us. It takes courage to live authentically in the world that often values uniformity over individuality. So is it right to live a blend of both? Perhaps. But blending requires courage. The courage to challenge societal norms while balancing the responsibilities that comes with living in a structured world. One of the most intriguing aspects of life is our relationship with time, particularly with death. Many perceive death as a future event, something far removed from the present. This perspective allows us to sacrifice today for tomorrow, often without realizing the inherent risk. Here is the truth. Death is not a future tense. It is a present reality. The clock starts ticking the moment you were born, and no one knows when it will stop. Then why then do we tiptoe through life, avoiding risk? In attempt to reach a finish line we cannot escape, and we bloody know not when it will stop, or where it is. Martin Luther King was quite, a thinker. He said, and I quote, "Our life began to end the day we become silent about things that matters." By engaging fully with life's essential question and living in alignment with our value, we overcome the fear of death and enrich our present moment. This paradox is what traps many of us in fear. We sacrifice the now for future we might never see. It's a gamble, one that often robs us from our joy and meaning found in the present moment. The notion of setting objectives in life is deeply ingrained. We are taught to pursue goals, achieve milestones, and measure success by what we accomplish. But if life as it is ends with death, does it even need an objective? Or is the objective simply to live fully and authentically? Well, this doesn't mean living recklessly. Even those who reject traditional goals often find meaning in the pursuit of joy, adventure, and human connection. Thus, life doesn't require a grand, far-reaching objective. Instead, it calls for intentionality, a commitment to live in alignment with our values, passion, and desire. Courage bridges the gap between mundane and the extraordinary. Without courage, we remain tethered to the routine that stifles growth. But with it, we can explore new paths, embrace uncertainty, and redefine what it means to fully live. Consider this. Every major decision in life requires a leap of faith. Whether it's changing your career, starting a family, or traveling to an unknown place. The act of stepping into the unknowns demands bravery. As we discussed in the last episode, courage isn't the absence of fear. Rather, it is the determination to act despite it. As Jordan Peterson stated, we require routine and tradition. That's order. Order can be excessive. That's not good. But chaos can swamp us, so we can drown. But therefore, we can keep one foot in order and the other in chaos. Life then, it's about balancing the security of routine with that truth of exploration. One of life's greatest dilemma is balancing the present and the future. On one hand, we need to plan and prepare. On the other hand, we need to risk losing sight of the moment. How do we navigate this tension? The answer lies in perspective. We must recognize that while the future is important, it is never guaranteed. Therefore, our actions should honor both the present and the possibility ahead. This means finding joy in the journey and not just in the destination. Let's step back and view life through a cosmic lens. We are a tiny spark in an infinite universe, yet we live as though everything revolves around us. What if we were just a fragment of something far greater, unable to comprehend the full picture? This perspective humbles us, reminding us that life is both fleeting and precious. It encourages us to embrace the mystery, seek joy in the small things, and find peace in the unknown. And then you might say, how can we bring this idea into our daily life? Well, reflect on your priorities, identify what truly matters to you. Take small risks. Start with manageable acts of bravery, of courage. Embrace the now, cultivate gratitude for the present moment. Pursue joy, make space for experiences that bring happiness and fulfillment. By doing so, we can create a life that is not only meaningful but also deeply satisfying. Life is a paradox, a blend of certainty and uncertainty, joy and sorrow, order and chaos. To navigate it requires courage, reflection, and the willingness to embrace the unknown. As we close this episode today, remember that the meaning of life might not be the destination but the journey. And in that journey, courage is your most powerful companion. Thank you for tuning in to Don't Call Me Solomon Grande. I remember, stay courageous, stay bold, stay brave, and don't be Solomon Grande.